Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the top 4 best HDR gaming monitors in this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion and hours of research, and I've listed them based on quality, durability, price, and more. I've included options for every type of consumer, so if you're looking for the best value per dollar or the best product money can buy, we'll have the product for you. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Number 1, Samsung C27 HG70. The first monitor in this category comes from Samsung, and it is a relatively moderate mid-range option. On the outside, the Samsung C27 HG70 doesn't look very impressive, with a simple matte black frame and a grey stand. However, being a mid-range monitor, it focuses more on features than on outward appearance. Moving on the key features. The display. The C27 HG70 is a curved 27-inch 1440p monitor that uses a VA panel, and it also supports refresh rates of up to 144 Hz on top of that, making it a very good gaming solution all around. Connecting ports. The monitor has two HDMI 2.0 ports, one DisplayPort 1.4, two USB 3.0 ports, a 3.5mm audio output jack and a microphone jack. Moving on the additional features. AMD FreeSync 2. The monitor supports FreeSync 2, which is, of course, a must in a 144 Hz HDR monitor. It is available in the 48 to 144 Hz range via DP and in the 48 to 100 Hz range via HDMI. Adjustable stand. The C27 HG70 comes with an unusual and highly adjustable dual hinge stand that supports pivot, tilt, and swivel adjustment. It takes up a bit more space than your average stock stand, but overall, it's unlikely that you'll want to replace it. VESA support. The monitor is compatible with 100x100 VESA mounts. Downsides of the monitor. Not the best viewing angles. While VA panels can generally match the speed and color reproduction of IPS panels, the same can't be said for their viewing angles. Now, the viewing angles on this monitor are by no means as bad as with most TN monitors, but setting it up just right may take some effort, especially due to its unconventional stand. Bulky stand. Speaking of the stand, though it may offer a lot in regard to adjustability, it also takes up a fair amount of space behind the monitor, making it less than ideal for small desks, especially those positioned up against a wall. Clouding. Another issue that can manifest with VA panels is clouding, which negatively affects black uniformity. That said, if you mainly intend on using the monitor in a dimly lit room, this might prove to be a serious distraction. Final thoughts about the monitor. Ultimately, the biggest selling point of the Samsung C27 HG70 is just how well it balances visuals and performance. Sure, there is the potentially distracting clouding and the viewing angles could be better, but the colors and the contrast are both on point, and the monitor is responsive, boasting a high refresh rate, with no jarring motion blur. Number 2, Samsung CRG9. The next monitor is yet another Samsung model, and it's a truly outstanding one. The CRG9 is a massive monitor that takes all the features of the C27 HG70 and adds a monstrous ultrawide 49-inch screen on top of all that. Design-wise, both the main body and the stand are quite similar to the previous monitor, the width being the main factor that distinguishes the CRG9 from the more affordable models seen above. Moving on the key features. The display. This curved 49-inch monitor truly puts the Ultra in ultrawide with its 32:9 screen and 5120 by 1440 resolution. Like the previous model, the CRG9 also uses a responsive VA panel that once again blends accurate colors, great contrast, and a high refresh rate 120 Hz together in a single package, albeit not a very reasonably priced one this time. Connecting ports. The CRG9 comes with two DisplayPort 1.4 and one HDMI 2.0 connectors, along with four USB ports 2x3.0 and 2x2.0, a single analog audio output jack and a single microphone jack. Moving on the additional features. AMD FreeSync 2. The CRG9, too, uses FreeSync 2 as its adaptive sync technology, though at this price point, we would have expected to see G-Sync instead. It works in the 48 to 120 Hz range. Adjustable stand. The stand that ships with the CRG9 looks similar to the one that comes with the C27 HG70, though it doesn't use a dual hinge design. Still, it is stable and highly adjustable, supporting tilt, height, and swivel adjustment. VESA support. The monitor supports the standard 100x100 VESA configuration, though this particular monitor may just be a tad too large to be fully stable with that configuration. Downsides of the monitor. Extremely expensive. With an MSRP of $1,500, the CRG9 is easily one of the most expensive monitors on this list, and it's not one that the majority of people will be able to afford. Unusual aspect ratio. Unsurprisingly, few games will natively support the 32:9 aspect ratio. After all, 21:9 isn't exactly commonplace either, so if you want to make use of all the extra screen real estate in-game, you'll have to resort to mods or do some tinkering. It's time to conclusion. The Samsung CRG9 may seem a bit absurd, and that's because it is. It's not every day that you encounter a 49-inch 32:9 monitor, let alone one with a panel that both looks great and has a 120Hz refresh rate. Naturally, it also comes with an absurd price tag attached, but if you can actually afford a monitor this expensive and have a PC capable of managing this kind of resolution, then you will find little to nothing to complain about. Number 3. Acer Predator X27. The Samsung CRG9 is expensive, but it's not as expensive as it gets. Indeed, Acer has an even pricier model, the Acer Predator X27. It stands out not only because of the sleek and somewhat unusual design but also because of its outstanding specs. Moving on, the key features. The display. The Acer Predator X27 is a 27-inch monitor and it's not ultrawide, unlike the CRG9. However, it is a 4K monitor equipped with a top-of-the-line IPS panel with remarkable color reproduction. Performance-wise, it can go as high as 144 Hz and has the usual IPS response time of 4 milliseconds. It should be noted, however, that it can only push 144 Hz in 4K when overclocked. The refresh rate is also limited by the pixel format. When HDR is in use, it goes up to 120 Hz with 4:2:2 and only 98 Hz with 4:4:4. Connecting ports. The monitor is equipped with a single HDMI 2.0 port, as well as one DisplayPort 1.4 input. Moreover, it has an audio out in the form of a 3.5mm jack, as well as 4 USB 3.0 ports. Moving on, the additional features. NVIDIA G-Sync. Unlike the previous two monitors that came with FreeSync, the X27 uses NVIDIA G-Sync instead, allowing for tear-free gaming and some convenient extra features when paired with supported NVIDIA cards. Adjustable stand. As is to be expected from a monitor in this price range, the stock stand can be adjusted for height, tilt, and swivel. It also looks quite good, if a bit too attention-grabby. VESA support. The Predator X27 is compatible with 100x100 VESA mounts. Built-in speakers. The monitor even comes with integrated stereo speakers, and they are more powerful than those of most monitors, as they boast an RMS of 8 watts each. Downsides of the monitor. The price. How much does a 144 Hz 4K IPS monitor cost? Quite a lot, $2,000, in fact. As such, to call this monitor expensive would be an understatement. Limited contrast. We have already mentioned numerous times that IPS panels struggle with contrast, and even the most expensive ones are not exempt from this. Of course, the X27 handles contrast better than cheaper IPS monitors do, but it's still far from the kind of contrast offered by VA panels, and blacks will inevitably appear gray, especially in darker rooms. Now, final thoughts. There is not much to say about the Acer Predator X27 apart from that it's the very high end of the high end, the kind of monitor that will appeal to true hardcore enthusiasts who are willing and able to spend $2,000 on a 4K 144 Hz IPS gaming monitor. Number 4. Acer Predator X35. In the case that the previous monitor wasn't overkill enough, Acer has yet another over-the-top solution for those who have cash to burn, the Acer Predator X35, a top-notch ultrawide HDR gaming monitor. Design-wise, it is just what you'd expect of a monitor in this price range, sleek with tons of details and sharp angles but without any distracting colors, making it feel like a true cutting-edge product. Moving on, the key features. The display. The X35 is a 35-inch curved VA monitor that offers excellent contrast and color reproduction, making for a superb 21:9 viewing experience. It's also remarkably bright, so it definitely shines when it comes to HDR. Moreover, the refresh rate sits at a highly impressive 200 Hz, and the response time is quite good for a VA panel, and is specified as 2 milliseconds. Connecting ports. The monitor comes with only one HDMI 2.0 port and one DisplayPort 1.4 input. It also has a headphone jack and a USB hub which consists of 3 USB 3.0 ports. Moving on, the additional features. NVIDIA G-Sync. As is to be expected of a monitor this expensive, it is G-Sync compatible, meaning that NVIDIA users will be able to enjoy smooth and stutter-free gaming with low input lag. Adjustable stand. Naturally, the stand that ships with the X35 is highly adjustable, and it can be adjusted for tilt, height, and swivel. VESA support. The monitor is compatible with 100x100 VESA mounts. Integrated speakers. The Predator X35 comes with dual 4-watt speakers, which is better than what most monitors can manage, but it is still grossly inadequate for gaming. Downsides of the monitor. Insanely expensive. Did you think the $2,000 MSRP of the X27 was bad? Well, the X35 ups it to $2,500. Obviously, we need not comment on how expensive this is, but needless to say, only hardcore enthusiasts would be willing to spend this much money on a monitor. Final thoughts of the monitor. Ultimately, the Predator X35 is a monstrous monitor with a monstrous price tag. It offers great color reproduction, great contrast, and it can get as bright as 1000 nits, which is TV-level brightness. As such, it can obviously offer some of the best HDR that you can hope to get in a monitor. Add to that the enhanced performance, and it's not difficult to understand the price tag.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the video. If you found the video helpful, please remember to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.